Right. So we were talking here, or I'm saying about Sidney's example, as I said, of a special sonnet. Really, he uses really an attractive English sonnet. It's not exactly Shakespearean, but it's something of the same format to some extent, except for this one, it's written in hexameter, or some people say, hexameter. I don't know. It's the way I want to pronounce it, just to make it sure about hexa, penta, tetra. I just wanted to elaborate this, although maybe the pronunciation is a bit deformed here. So hexameter really is the example here. As I said, six iambic feet. Now, the idea here, I think, I don't know, I have not maybe read, but a little bit, maybe I will go back and quickly read this. As you can see, I gave you only three sections of this, really, or three examples, or three sonnets, as I said, because this poem is really very, very big and very long. So I chose these three stanzas, which I think they are lovely. Loving in truth and fain in verse, my love to show that she, dear she, might take some pleasure of my pain. Pleasure might cause her read, reading might make her know. Knowledge might pity win, and pity grace obtain. Yeah, is my voice clear? You can hear me, all boys, girls?
Yes, doctor.
Very good. So as I told you, this is a narrator, a speaker, I should say a speaker, or you can say the poet. Again, always in poetry, we say the speaker or the poet, but not the narrator, okay? Here is giving his feelings, his love for his young woman, or to his woman, I don't know whether young or not, but that's not important. So here he is giving the whole idea of what is love. Loving in truth and fain in verse, my love to show. He said, deeply in reality, I want to show you, I want to tell you what really love is. What love is. Desire, my desires, or I want to, or I desire, because the word fain in the old meaning of Elizabethan time, it means desirous or to want to. So he's saying, I want to show you the meaning of love in verse, in poetry, as if to say, I'm going to tell you what really love is in poetry. That dear she might make some pleasure of my pain. He's completely now referring to her, that she will be happy with my pleasure, with my pain. Normally if you are in love, you don't, I don't think so, I don't know. I mean, you don't feel happy to torture your lover. And here he's saying, my lover will be happy to see my pain, which is, again, he's saying, that's why he's saying she, dear she, is emphasizing, maybe she will be happy with my pain. Well, I don't believe him. Pleasure might cause her read, reading might make her know. So maybe she will read my poetry, and because she will be pleased by my poetry, maybe she will read my poetry and she will know what I feel. Okay, so that's why he said reading might make her know, to know how I feel for her. Knowledge might pity win, and pity grace obtain. And then if she knew the whole thing of the idea of knowledge will win pity, will make you, if you know, when you know someone, how someone really loves you, then you pity them. And sometimes we have this sometimes in love, that people pity each other, and they say, okay, well, she's my cousin, well, she's my neighbor, well, her family is nice, so here this is the kind of pity, and we say really pity is not good. If you marry for pity, is not really good. But anyway, he's saying maybe if she knew how I'm suffering, she will pity me and she will say, okay, all right, I will listen to you. And pity, grace, obtain. The pity then will make her feel compassionate and maybe lovable and maybe friendly and will feel for me. So as I told you, this is, as I said, loving in truth and faint in verse, my love to show unstressed stress, unstressed stress, unstressed stress, unstressed stress, etc. So I said, iambic, hexa. Hexa means 6, hexameter. Okay? And you can say again, that she, unstressed stress, dear she, unstressed stress, might take some pleasure of my pain. Because pleasure too. Pleasure of my pain. Again, unstressed, etc. 6, the same thing. Okay, you follow? In the exam, as I told you, I will ask you and I will specify the line. So again, look at the rhyme. I said A B A B A B, and again A B. So we said here at the beginning, we said we have we said here the first the octave means 8. Really, notice here octave means octave. Really, again here means 8. Notice A B A B A B A B, and then you can see that show, know, woe, flow. And then pain, obtain, refrain, brain. Okay, I think it's also clear. I think I sought fit words to paint the blackest face of woe. Meaning, I tried and to find really the best suitable language to describe my pain. To notice here said the fit words means suitable language to paint the blackest face of woe. To describe the way I feel, because I'm very sad and I'm very miserable, and that's what he said. Blackest face means I want to show her how miserable I am. I want to draw my picture in a very sad way to show her, look, I'm very sad and I love you, blah 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 blah. And he's saying here, I was looking for suitable words. I'm looking for suitable language to describe how I feel. What kind of language, what kind of words I should find really to describe how I feel for her. I sought, this is the past tense from seek. I sought fit words, suitable language to paint, to describe the blackest face of woe, means the most, again, miserable, if you like, language to describe how I feel, how miserable I am. Woe really means, misery and sadness. Studying invention fine, her wits to entertain, of turning other leaves to see if hence would flow. Meaning I was looking in everywhere in other books, inventions fine means I was looking in other creations, other creators, other writers, other great poets, other intelligent men and women. I was looking everywhere to find if I can find suitable language to write for her. Studying means I was looking carefully, to see if I can find suitable language for her, to describe her. Her wits to entertain, again here to say the suitable, intelligent language to make her think and to make her really accept my beautiful language. Oft turning others' leaves means turning other people's books and searching in other people's books and turning leaves and leaves and leaves. As we say, we look into books and pages. Why? To see if thence would flow. If I can find some lovely examples to follow, if I can find some lovely poetry to emulate, to imitate. Some fresh and fruitful showers upon my sunburned brain. Because I'm looking for some new ideas into my mind to refresh my mind to see how am I going to express myself. And we said sunburned brain means I'm feeling very hot and I want to squeeze my mind to see what kind of language I can find to describe her. So he's having difficulty. Our friend here is having difficulty to start his poem. Isn't it, yeah, Amir? If you want to write a love poem, Amir, are you awake or asleep?
With you.
Really?
Doctor, if I love someone and I want to do something special for him, yeah, I will do just like that. I will try to find the most, prestigious and most, beautiful word to describe them.
To describe who?
To describe a special someone,
Say it. To describe her. Come on. Yeah, okay. Words, notice here, words came halting forth, wanting invention's stay. Invention, nature's child, fled step dame, steady blows, and others' feet still seem but stranger in my way. Thus, great with wild to speak and helpless in my throes. Biting my truant pen, beating myself in spite. Fool, said my muse to me, look in thy heart and write. Wow. But words came halting forth. Words are not coming to my mind. I can't find the right language, and he's squeezing my, his mind. He is trying to find the correct language, and he's, trying, and he's beating his head. He said, come on, where is the idea? Come on, where are my ideas? Come on, where's the beautiful language? Halting means stopping. No ideas coming to my mind. Wanting invention stay. I want support. I want support to create. Invention create. And stay, really stay here like a column or a prop. Here I say prop, like a column or like a pillar or a support. I want support for my ideas. Invention, nature's child. As if to say, invention comes to you like a baby from nature. You are gifted because these things come with you when you are born. By nature, given to you by nature, and nature is a great thing. She's a great mother. She will give us. Nature is the great, he said, step dame, study blows. Again here he's saying, like a stepmother, fled, step dame studies blow. As if to say, he's always wanting to see the ideas and he's squeezing his mind, but no ideas coming. And others' feet still seem but strangers in my way. Thus, great with child to speak and helpless in my throat. He's going on and on and on and waiting as if walking back and forth, walk back and forth, but ideas are not coming. Everything seems to be strange to him, as if everything is strange and he can't write. He can't write. He can't write. Thus, great with child to speak and helpless in my throat. I was like a baby, like a child, and I was like choked here. I was strangled and I can't speak. You see, this is the idea. The whole stanza is saying, I want to show you how I feel for this woman, but I can't say it. I can't find the right language. I'm stuck up. I'm completely lost for words and for language. I want to say things because I have a lot of things, but I can't say them. And then what nature said to him, biting my truant pen. In the exam, sometimes if you are in the exam, you start biting your pen and say, where is the idea? Yeah, and you bite yourself, you bite your fingers, you bite your pen. And he said, I was biting my pen, as if he's really angry and upset, beating myself in spite, hitting his head, and he's angry with himself. And then nature said to him, fool, ya ajdab, ya abla, and ya abla. Fool, said my muse to me, look in thy heart and write. So if you are really a poet, look into your heart and then you will write. And who said this to him is the muse. He said, my muse. In English and in really in Greek literature, really in mythology, we have these muses, and we call it in Arabic Rabibat al-Sha'r or Shaitan al-Sha'r. Really, it's funny. In English, they call it goddess. In Arabic, we say Shaitan al-Sha'r. Isn't it, ya Shabab? Huh?
Yes, doctor.
We say this, isn't it? We say, again, we say mulhimat al-sha'r, and we say rabibat al-sha'r. We say also shaitan al-sha'r. But really in English, they call it the muse. The muse is taken from Greek. And the muse really is reference here to 9 muses. And they were the goddesses of creation. And here I write them for you in the footnote. In Greek mythology, the muses are the goddesses of creative and scientific, creative art and scientific, etc., and sciences. And there are 9 sisters and the daughters of Zeus and Mnemosyne. So in the Greek mythology, if you believe it, I don't believe it, but this is in the old days, 2,500 years back, people believed in the multiplicity of gods. So the god of gods was called Zeus, and his wife Mnemosyne. Again, this is funny. A god and his wife? Come on. What kind of god is this? Anyway, so this is the Greek mythology. And this wife here, she gave him 9 daughters. 9 daughters. And these daughters are called the goddesses of creation. Okay? And they are here, I say, Calliope, the muse of epic poetry. Clio, the name of the muse of history. Erato, the muse of love poetry. Euterpe, of lyric poetry. Melpomene, tragedy. Polyphemnia, of singing, mime, and sacred dance. Terpsichore, of dance and choral song. And Thalia, comedy and pastoral poetry. And Urania, the astronomy, another name for Aphrodite, who's also the goddess of love and beauty, daughter of Zeus. In Roman mythology, she is Venus. Also, she is called Cytherea. And that's why here, for example, you say, in English, we say erato for love poetry. And that's why we have the adjective, we say erotic and eroticism. Have you heard of the word erotic, boys and girls? Erotic?
No.
Plus 18, doctor.
Yes, doctor.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, erotic really means, in a way, means sexual, means tempting, means, alluring, or means absolutely, could be some kind of, obscene, maybe obscene or something. So the whole idea of eroticism, and even the word is taken from Eros. Eros, again, the god of, again, one of those crazy mythological Greek gods and goddesses. So we say, Erato or Eurato or Erato or Eros. Again, Eros is again another reference for Greek, if you like, gods and goddesses. So it means Erato here, it means really the goddess of love poetry. And again, we say Euterpe, Melpomene, and I want to look for the name here, Urania. We say Urania, and today we say Uranus, which is, another one part of the galaxy, and so on. So these are the daughters, 9 daughters, and they are the daughters of Zeus and Mnemosyne, and they are the goddesses of creation and creativity and scientific blah, blah, blah. Well, if you believe it. So, Sidney saying to his to himself, saying, "You fool, look into your heart." His muse said to him, "You fool, look into your heart, and then you will be able to write. So if you are not a poet, you can't write." And really, this is lovely here to say this. When nature made her chief work Stella's eyes. Can you scan this line to me?
Can I do it, Doctor?
Yes.
When nature, which is the first one, made her.
No. Amir, repeat.
Yes, Doctor.
Repeat.
When Nate.
When because I say nature too.
Yes. When nature made her chief work still as eyes.
Very good. Yes. Very good. Yeah. So when nature made her chief work still as eyes. Yes. Again, unstressed stress, unstressed stress, unstressed stress. The same thing. Okay. So.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor, may I ask a question, please?
Yes.
Doctor, I'm struggling with the rhyme. I don't know when it is AB, when it is AC.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Thank you for asking. Yes, thank you. Really, Amr and everybody, my boys and girls, really, the rhyme starts from the beginning of the stanza. Like here in this stanza I'm reading, eyes, wise, devise, disguise. Notice, eyes, A-B, bright, and then wise, dight, light, and devise, sight, disguise, delight. So we said A-B, 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 A-B. Each stanza separately. We start each stanza afresh. And we start with the English alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay? We start with the English alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F. So here, the first 8 lines we said octave, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, 8. You got it?
So, Doctor, the first line is A, and the second line, which is end with wise, is B, right?
No. I said I. No. Here, each 2 lines. This is not Arabic poetry. When I told you last time with Edgar Allan Poe, with Annabel Lee, I said it might be like Arabic poetry, but here it's not. So eyes will rhyme with wise, and the bright will rhyme with light. Okay? So eyes A and bright B, and then wise A and then light B. Again, devise A and then side B, the same. Disguise A and delight, again B, because the same sound.
Got it.
And then,
thank you. Yeah, got
sorry?
it. I got it.
Very good. Very good.
Very much.
Yeah, very good. So here again in number 7, of course, I skipped more of this. It's a long, as I said, poem. Here he said, when nature made her chief work Stella's eyes, in color black, while wrapped she beams so bright, would she in beamy black like painter wise, frame daintiest luster, mixed of shades and light? Or did she else that odor hue devise, in object best to knit and strength our sight? Lest if no veil those brave gleams did disguise, they sunlight should more dazzle than delight. You know, again, he's describing her. He said, nature, when nature made her, and he said, chief work, as if nature made all, of course, nature, we know, God, created everything. Let me just check, because my son has left home. I want to check if he sent me this message, please. Just a second. Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Now he said, I'm in Beirut. Yeah. Yeah. Very good. So he's saying nature has created the best creation. Again? No, Omantel. Thank you, Omantel. Okay. Nature, he said, created, of course, we know, you know, he's saying that nature, but we say God really made and created all things in the universe, of course, everything. But he's saying here as if to say, nature made the best creation. And he said, her. And what he's saying, it's Stella. Her name is Stella. Now we know her name is Stella. And her name, her eyes, he's saying, the best, the loveliest eyes ever. And nature made the best work, the chief, notice, chief work. Her, nature, her, is going to nature, capital N. And you know, sometimes boys and girls in Arabic, sometimes we say, if you want to describe someone in a funny way, we say, yeah, sometimes, I don't know if I said this to you, I think this is maybe funny, I don't know, maybe I should not say it to you. You will say, never mind, no need.
Okay.
So,
No,
It's okay. It's okay.
really?
Do it, Doctor.
Yeah.
We say عملك or يعني خلقك or عملك وكسر القالب. Do you know this, the saying?
Yes,
it's
doctor.
like يريد يكحلها وعماها.
No. Like you are one of a kind.
Who's
Oh, okay.
means really we people are funny. We are crazy. You know, we say this, yeah, sometimes we say, oh yeah, I'm very beautiful, etc. You say, yeah, ايوه ما شاء الله يعني الله عملك وخلاص يعني ما عمل غيرك. You understand?
Oh, okay. Now it's clear.
Yeah. So sometimes we say it to people as if to say, we say كسر القالب. You know, القالب means a mold. As if you are molding or melting gold, and the gold is, if you like, molded in molds, or as we call this قوالب. You understand? And we say this, you understand, as if you are molded like golden material, and you are molded in a mold, بقالب. So I made this qalab especially for you, and then I broke it. You are the only one of a kind. Wow. So our friend here is saying chief work, means the only work, the best work that nature made is her eyes. Ya akhi ma akzabak, isn't it? Yeah. And he goes on, he said, in color black, meaning, you know, the beauty of her eyes, he said, very black. Why wrapped she beams so bright? So why are you hiding so lovely eyes? Your eyes are so lovely and bright. Why are you hiding them? Would she in beamy black, like painter wise, frame daintiest luster, mixed of shades and light? Would she in beamy black, as if to say, you know, she's very radiant. Even black, sometimes you say black is radiant. It means absolutely lovely. You know, the color is so amazing. You know, beamy means very radiant, very shining, very, you know, lovely. and the color, as if the whole thing is painted in a great fashion. Wow. Frame daintiest luster means everything, the frame, the loveliest color, the loveliest things everywhere. Mixed of shades and light. Again, as if to say, he's describing the way, the eyes, the face, etc. Or did she else that sober hue devise in object best to knit and strength our side? Again, here he's saying, again, nature, again, the best colors nature made her or created her, the best kind of colors, sober hue, again, coloring and shading of colors. And sober means, the wisest, the loveliest. And again, sober, as if you know what you're doing. You are absolutely careful when you have done this. Device, you are creating it. In object best, the best kind of creation. Notice best of knit and strength, our sight. The way it's painted, the way it's made, as if she was made out of fabric, out of the best material, the best made material, the best, constructed, created material, as we say, knit, as if you are knitting, some kind of clothing, for example. Lest, if no veil, those brave gleams disguise. Means, I wish she did not cover this lovely face, this lovely eyes, but she's covering, lest, as if to say, I wish she did not hide these lovely eyes, these lovely brave, notice brave gleams, this did disguise, the way she's hiding this lovely, absolutely shining, coloring beauty. They sunlight should more dazzle than delight, meaning they were more shining and more dazzling and more amazing than the best sun. The sunlight should more dazzle than delight. To dazzle, mean maybe they could shock you. They would really surprise you by beauty maybe more than delight you. They will really make you whoa. Huh? Or would she her miraculous power show that whereas black seems beam is contrary? Maybe again say, I wish, would she her miraculous power show? Would she? I wish she would. I wish, I hope she would. If she would show this, then she would dazzle everybody. To notice it, miraculous power show. That whereas black beams beauty's contrary. Maybe you think that this color is the opposite of beauty. Maybe you think the black color is the opposite of beauty. But in her eyes, beauty is the loveliest color. Or sorry, blackness or darkness or black is the loveliest, the most beautiful color. And that's what he's saying, beauty, capital B. She even if black doth make all beauties flow, both so and thus she mingling love should be. Again, he's funny, exaggerating the mixture of beauty and if, again, the blackness, the color and the beauties, that all kinds of beauties coming from her or through her face. Both so and thus she minding love should be. She wants to remind everybody what really love should be, what kind of love should be. Placed ever there, gave him this mourning weed to honor all their deaths who for her bleed. Placed ever there. So all these people will be sitting as if to say there are many people are crying for her, for her loss, because they can't get her, they can't take her. Placed ever there, as if she's there all the time, as if she's lost and everybody's trying to get her. And that's why I gave him this mourning weed. Weed is the funeral, like a funeral garb or a funeral dress, as if he's crying in death. You know, he's remembering and crying for her to honor all their deaths. There, who? Many men who saw her, maybe who were or who died because of her. Who for her bleed? Who for her bleed? الذين كانوا ينزفون دما لأجلها. الله 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 الله. يا دكتور. Huh? You understand? And the last stanza is really funny. Here, the one I gave you. My mouth doth water, and my breast doth swell. My tongue doth itch, my thoughts in labor be. Listen then, lordings, with good ear to me, for of my life I must a riddle tell. Towards Aurora's court a nymph doth dwell, rich in all beauties which men's eyes can see, beauties so far from reach of words that we appraise her praise, saying she does excel. Rich in the treasure of deserved renown, rich in the richest of a royal heart, rich in those gifts which give the eternal crown, who thought most rich in these and every part, which made the patents of true worldly bliss, has no misfortune, but that rich she is. I think this stanza is really funny. He said, my mouth doth water. You know, when you feel something as if you are, you know, if I show you now a piece of lemon today, if I show you one piece of lemon, your mouth will start watering, isn't it? Maybe. So here he's saying, yeah?
I mean, why if I saw a piece of lemon and that my mouth starts watering?
I think so. Do you agree or no? You don't agree with me if I show you a piece of lemon?
Well, I would agree, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you agree that if you see a piece of lemon or somebody is cutting a piece of lemon, yellow lemon, and then you are watching, don't you think your mouth will water? Yes.
Yeah, because you remember the taste.
Yeah, and only lemon, by the way.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's funny, really. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And
sure.
here our friend really is saying, my mouth doth water and my breast doth swell. سيلتي لعابي الله هي, and my breast ونفختي صدري الله. My tongue does itch ولساني عم يحكني الله يخا. My thoughts in labor be وشغلت بالي. عامر, are you eating lemon now? Amr disappeared. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Probably yes.
He went to the kitchen to eat a lemon. Yeah, really here he's amazing. He's saying, I feel so, my body is moving everywhere. My mouth, my breast, my tongue, and my thoughts. You know, I'm very busy. I want to tell you something, he said. Listen then, lordings. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you a story. I feel terrible. I'm telling you, listen, lordings, ladies and gentlemen, lordings, with good ear to me, listen to me carefully. For of my life, I must a riddle tell. I'm going to tell you a sphinx about a mysterious story about my life. I will tell you a story of my life, a story which is ambiguous, unknown. Nobody can solve it for me. It's a riddle. You know, riddle means an enigma, something which cannot be solved. And then he said, what is his enigma? He said, towards Aurora is, again, we know it in Greek. Again, notice Aurora in Roman mythology, she is the goddess of the dawn. The goddess of the dawn. Greek counterpart is Eos. The dawn has her court in the east, and Penelope Devils, rich, the original of Stella, dwells in Essex, one of the eastern counties. Sidney puns on her married name throughout the sonnet. And this is the real name. Her real name is, as you can see, Penelope Rich. And now he's mentioning his real name in the poem. And that's why he's using the word rich to mean she is rich. And her name is Rich. So he's playing here with the language. He said, there towards the east, there towards the goddess of the east, she lives. My lovely Rich, she lives there in a great place. Towards Aurora court, a nymph, a goddess, doth dwell. She lives there, my goddess. She lives there in the east, rich in all beauties which man's eye can see. She's very rich in all kinds of beauty which any man would like to see. Beauty is so far from reach of words. Nobody, no language can describe these beauties. She is far beyond description. She surpasses description. She is so lovely that we abase her praise, saying she does excel. Even if we describe her, we really don't give her what she deserves. Even when we describe her by language, even this language will demean her, will lower her because she's so high. Rich in the treasure of deserved renown. She's like a treasure, very well-known treasure, rich. Rich in the richest of a royal heart. Now again, he goes back and rich in those gifts which give the eternal crown. Again, he's using the word rich here to mean two. The name, the real woman, Penelope Rich, and to mean she is rich. Who thought most rich in these and every part, which make the patents of true worldly bliss. She would give, she would grant, she would give you all sorts of really lovely kind of worldly happiness. She is able to give you the best kind of happiness ever, which made the patents of true worldly bliss, has no misfortune, but that rich she is. Well, our friend Sidney is a crazy poet. Really, is an amazing man. He's, as I said, in Elizabethan poetry, he was a well-known really figure, and many people described him. Maybe people even thought that he was maybe in love with the queen herself, Queen Elizabeth herself. And by the way, all the poets, Shakespeare, Sidney, and Spencer, most of them, even, I don't know, most of them, they were accused of being in love with Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth, she was never married, and that's why, they all loved her and they wanted to marry her, but she's the queen. She wouldn't marry any of them. So, yeah, I mean, Spencer, I will show you later on, Spencer did that. So our friend here, Sidney, is maybe one of those guys who were crazy about, this kind of love really for her. Now, the next poem I give you today really is a funny poem. Yeah?
I want to ask something. So
Yeah.
Aurora here is the goddess of the dawn. Is that why? The northern lights are called Aurora Borealis?
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, in Greek mythology, Aurora, Rabbat or Rabibat or Ilahat, if you can accept the word in Arabic, Al-Fajr, Al-Sabah or Al-Fajr. Yeah, in Greek mythology. I'm talking about mythology. Okay? Yeah, could be.
Yeah, thanks, Doctor.
Yeah. Any question about this poem, Sidney? So today I will move to another poem, really, which is lovely, by Elizabeth Browning. I will give you that because it's a lovely poem by our friend Elizabeth. Yeah. Where is she? Browning, please. Browning, where are you? Yeah. Last time I gave you Browning, my last Duchess, and today I will give you something by his wife. His wife was a great woman, and here really she wrote a great, absolutely lovely poem. And this poem, by the way, is translated by one of our students. She was one of my students in British Survey 3. I taught that course, and one of my students really I think she was a great student, and she graduated. Her name is Adiba. And Adiba translated this to Arabic, and I will show you her Arabic translation in a minute. But look what she said here, this poem. How do I love thee? How do I love thee? Ya Muhammad. Ali?
معك دكتور. Yes.
Muhammad, are you in the mood to say something to me?
Well, I don't
Maybe you are not.
poetry, so I'm just listening.
No, I'm saying, are you in the mood to say something to me?
How are you, doctor?
No. The poem here, how do I love thee? How do you say in Omani?
كيف أحبك.
كيف أحبه.
كيف أحبك. Yeah. And for a woman, how do you say it for a woman?
كيف أحبش.
Very good. Who said that?
علي.
علي يا علي. كيف أحبك. كيف أحبك. الله. أنا محتار كيف أحبك. كيف أحبك. أنت خوتيني يا شيخة. أنت جننتيني.
الله.
You understand?
Yes, doctor, I understand.
But here the speaker is a woman saying this to her husband. كيف أحبك يا أهبل أنت يا أجدب أنت. Really? It's not bad. I'm saying it like this as I say it in Syrian Arabic. But really here the poet is speaking a lovely poem. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach. One feeling out of sight for the ends of being and ideal grace. I love thee to the level of everyday's most quiet need by sun and candlelight. I love thee freely as men strive for right. I love thee purely as they turn from praise. I love with a passion put to use in my old griefs with my child's faith. I love thee with a love I seem to lose with my lost saints. I love thee with a breath, smiles, tears of all my life. And if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death. Of course, I am a man, and I spoke this with a man's voice. If I want to act as a woman speaking this, I think I will have a hard time. But you know, really, it's an amazing. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach when feeling out of sight. For the ends of being an ideal grace, I love thee to the level of every day's most quiet need. By then and candlelight, I love thee freely as men strive for right. I love thee purely as they turn from praise. I love with a passion put to use in my old griefs. And let me show you our lovely student. She's an amazing. She's an absolutely great student. Let me show you her translation. She is the best. I think she gave a lovely, yeah. Let me show you her translation. Of course, here she sent me this one. She translated that. In fact, she translated many of these poems, and she, Adiba and some other groups, the Jama'at al-Lugha al-Ingliziyya and Jama'at al-Tarjama, they published a book, and these are in the book, in that book. I don't know if you know this. And here she translated this طرق الحب للشاعرة إليزابيث براونينغ. أقول أحبك دعني أعد أساليب حبي بكل احتمال أحبك حتى نهايات روحي بعمق وعرض يطول الخيال أواريك حبي بعيدا بقلبي لأقصى الوجود وفضل الجمال أحب لأهدي ما تشتهيه بضوء النهار ووهج الليال أحب بحرية نار أحب بحرية يا رفيقي كمثل النضال لحق الكمال أحب وفرط النقاء بروحي كمن يخلجون بمدح يقال كمن يخجلون بمدح يقال أحبك يا من تراني فإني صبأت من الحزن في خاطري أحبك هذا هوايا تجلى بإيمان طفلتي العامري فكيف أحبك قل لي بحب تراني نسيته في زائري أحبك حتى تموت حتى يذوب فؤادي ومجمل أنفاسي السائر أحبك في كل ما قد عهدت بدمعي وتهليل الهامر إذا اختارني الله يوما فحبي يضاف على عمري العابر. Allah, Allah ya Adiba. Her Arabic is better than the English.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Her Arabic is better than English. Wallahi. And I said that to her. I said, if I was giving you a course in translation, I will give you 100 out of 100. Wallahi, I will give her 100. What do you think?
Doctor, can you send us the file?
Huh?
It's amazing. I would like to keep it, if it's possible.
Yeah, I will send it to you.
Yeah,
Actually,
doctor, me too.
Yeah, I will send you the link, the book. But look at the other poem here. She translated this. I think this is even better. Here, another poem by Emily Bronte. Let me read the English one, and then I will read for you the Arabic one, and tell me, please, what you feel. The night is darkening round me. The wild winds coldly blow. By a tyrant spell has bound me, and I can't go. The giant trees are bending, their bare boughs weighed with me with snow. The storm is fast descending, and yet I cannot go. Clouds beyond the clouds above me, wastes beyond wastes below, but nothing drear can move me. I will not, cannot go. Oh, this is a lovely poem by a great Victorian novelist called Emily Bronte. But look at my lovely student Adiba, how she translated this to Arabic. Let me show you. And here it is. الليل يعتم من حولي وينسدل الليل يعتم من حولي وينسدل برد الرياح يوجعني فأحتمل الليل يعتم من حولي وينسدل برد الرياح يوجعني فأحتمل لكن تعويذة الطاغوت توثقني أبغي الوصول فلا أخطو ولا أصل تثني قوائمها الأشجار مرهقة والثلج يجنح في أغصانها جبل هوج العواصف يخبو عندها وإذا أبغي الوصول فلا أخطو ولا أصل فوقي السماء ركام الغيم دوخها حولي اليباب وحولي القفر والوجل لا شيء يوقظ لي حزني يحركني أبغي الوصول فلن أخطو ولا أصل.
Really amazing.
بالله عليكم بالله عليكم. Isn't it better than English 100 times more?
It is.
Yeah.
It is
1,000
times more.
Yeah.
عن جد. Look at this.
Doctor,
The rhyme.
the words are amazingly chosen in the poem.
Yeah, look at this. أبغي الوصول فلا أخطو ولا أصل. يعني أنا الدكتور والله أعترف. I could not translate this. I can't go with this. أبغي الوصول فلا أخطو ولا أصل. يا إلهي, it's so lovely. Because Adiba, my dear students today, Adiba is a poet. Because she told me I write poetry. Yeah. Because nobody can write. Yeah, it's amazing. أبغي الوصول فلا أخطو ولا أصل. And the last, أبغي الوصول فلن أخطو ولا أصل. Wow. Really wow. These are my SQ intelligent students, and you are one of them. You are. Don't look at yourself as you are intelligent people. I'm proud of you, really. And I sent this to many of my friends, and I said, look at this. Look at my excellent SQ students. Yeah, and she translated more here, and my God. Yeah, I mean, that's enough of Adiba's poetry. Let me go back to our poetry. Yeah, because some people said to me, we don't like poetry. So I want you. Oh, let me see. Yeah, let me share this again. So really, I don't need to explain the poem because it looks absolutely. Come on, where is it? Strange, isn't it? It's really strange, this sharing thing. Yeah, you have to open it and yeah. So really the poem here is very great, and I don't think I need to explain it because it's very clear, because after translating this, it sounds really lovely and very nice. The last poem I will give today, really, boys and girls, is the example here by the same poet, Elizabeth Browning, when she said, "Go from me." And this is the last one I read today. Go from me. Again, as we say in Al-Ammiya, we say حل عني. we say حل عن ظهري. اطلع حل عن كتافي يا شيخ.
Yes.
اغرب عن وجهي.
Yeah, غرفة.
انقلع.
Yeah.
انقلع.
Yes, انقلع. Yes, very good. I was going to say this, but I was worried about it. Yeah, انقلع. Yeah. You know, you say, yeah, تيسر مع السلامة. يعني بأدب باحترام يعني مع السلامة. Really here, go from me. Go from me, yet I feel that I shall stand henceforth in the shadow, never more alone upon the threshold of my door of individual life. I shall command the uses of my soul, nor lift my hand serenely in the sunshine as before, without the sense of that which I forbore thy touch upon the palm. The wisest land doom takes to part us, leaves thy heart in mine with pulses that beat double. What I do and what I dream inside thee, as the wine must taste of its own grapes. And when I sue God for myself, he hears that name of thine and sees within my eyes the tears of two. I think Elizabeth Browning is an amazing, amazing woman. She's writing a poem to her love, to her husband. She loves him, but she said, go from me. But really she's saying, you can never go from me because you are in me, because you are me. How can you go from me? Yani, how can you go from me? Yet I feel that I shall stand henceforth in thy shadow. يعني كيف بدك تتركني? Again, I think if I don't want to translate this again and show you other translations, but really it's a lovely again translation. Notice, yet I feel that I shall stand henceforth in that. I am in your shade. I'm like next to you. I'm part of you. I'm you. I'm your shadow. I can't go. You can't go from me, and I can't go from you. How can you go from me? Yet I feel that I shall stand henceforth in thy shadow. All the time I'm you. I'm part of you. You are me and I'm you. Never more alone upon the threshold of my door of individual life. I mean, I will never say goodbye. You know, even if I say goodbye, but you are inside me. You know, stand at the door of saying goodbye. I will never go. For individual life, I shall command the uses of my soul, nor lift my hand serenely in the sunshine as before. Even if I want to think, even if I want to write, if I want to do anything, if I move everywhere, if I do everything, you are with me. You know, so how can I say go from me? What I do, what I think, what I write, what I work, I go to the kitchen, I do everything in my hand, in my heart, and my soul. Everything in me is you. Without the sense of that which I forbore, thy touch upon the palm. I feel you are touching my hand all the time. Everything I do is part of you. The wisest land doom takes to part us, leaves thy heart in mine with pulses that beat double. Even, you know, if you go to the best places, even the most powerful thing that if takes you from me, and if they measure my heart, instead of beating for one, my heart will be beating for two, for your heart and my heart. If nature will come into my heart, will find two people, two hearts beating. The wisest land doom takes to part us. If we are separated, if you are dead, if you go from me, my heart will be beating for your life. Leave thy heart in mine. Leave your heart in my heart with pulses that beat double. My heart will be beating for your life and my life. Wow. Boys, look at women here. They are so good, so great. And I think, you know, this is really amazing what she said. What I do and what I dream include thee. What I do and what I dream, this includes you, as the wine must taste of its own grapes. Wow. You know, wine is made of grapes. So the taste of the wine is naturally the taste of the grapes from which it was made, isn't it? So how can you separate the wine from the grapes of its original making? So it could never. If you are the wine, I am the grapes. Or if you are the grapes and I am the wine. So we are part of each other. We can never be separated. We are one. We are one. We are one. What I do and what I dream include thee in the wine must taste of its own grapes. And when I sue God for myself, he hears the name of thine. And when I ask, when I beseech, and when I beg God for myself, I would be begging for you. Ya Rabbi tnajjahni, I would say, and then Ya Rabbi tnajjahha. You understand? So here she said, when I beg God for something, I will be begging God for you. And when I sue, means beg, I ask for God myself, he hearts that name of thine. Sorry, he hears, sorry, but did I say heart? Why I said heart? He hears the name of thine. When I beg God for myself, God will only hear your name. Wow. And sees within my eyes the tears of two. And if I cry in begging, when I beg God and I cry, God will see that these tears are the tears of my eyes and your eyes. And sees within my eyes the tears of two people. Your eyes and my eyes, you know, together. My God, Elizabeth Browning, where are you? Where are you? Where are you among women these days? Huh? Amir, where have you come back from the kitchen?
Doctor, you are insulted us.
Why? Why? Basmala, when I say where are you women?
Yes.
Forgive me because I'm an old man, you know. Forgive me. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you people, young people, because I'm talking about my experience. Anyway, never mind. That's not important. And I'm not insulting anybody. No. Really, I'm saying here the idea really is lovely. He's saying, yeah, it's a lovely, really lovely poem here by Elizabeth Browning, showing the great passion, the great meanings, and the great love that she has towards her husband. And I think this is absolutely lovely and beautiful. Now, I will stop here today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and I will continue next time. Next time, I'll give you another example by William Blake, and then I will move to musicality. And as we said, the exam will be like today, okay? The exam will be like today. Any question, anything?
Doctor, the exam from where to where?
As I told you, I will send you everything we have done. everything we have covered so far. I will send you the names of the poems and the thing. I will send it to you just to remind you. I will send it to you in an email. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, doctor.
Any question, anything?
No, thank you, doctor.